Good morning, students. I'm Dr. Jimmy Lonappan. I'm teaching from the Carlisle, Cumbria, United Kingdom. I'm basically an orthopedic surgeon. I had done some management training and had been conducting training for the management students. I did some 5-6 years before for the Annamalai University at Fort Cochin. I thank the Business Management Department of Annamali University for organizing this program that is being held on 26th and 27th of February on online teaching techniques. I especially thank Professor Dr. R. Narayanan for coordinating with me to conduct this class. He's a good friend of mine. Let us go to the presentation. Hope this presentation is going to be useful for all of you in your studies as well as in your future life. Let's go. Thank you. So, thanks to Annamalai University, Tamil Nadu, India, for this program, especially to the Department of Business Administration. I had been to Annamalai University and I know many of the faculty there. And I like this university in their way of teaching. As I inform you, our program is on online teaching techniques and practices. That's on February 26 and 27. And there are 4 faculties, as you can see. The registration form was available online. And so the chief patron is Professor V. Murugan, the Vice Chancellor. And the advisors, coordinators, and co-organizers are all there. And I thank them all, especially Professor Dr. R. Narayanan for organizing this program. So I'm a registrar working in Cumberland Infirmary, Carlisle, United Kingdom. That's more towards the Scotland side of England. And you can see my personal website, drjimmy.net, where you can get many of my teaching videos, orthopedic related or management related or other topics, and also my TV programs. This is Cumberland Infirmary, which is under the North Cumbria Integrated Trust, which has got some 6-7 branches. And you can see a helipad here. This is one of the major hospitals in Northeast England. I was previously working in London area. Recently I shifted to this trust. I'm involved in the World Malayali Council. We have started a UK province and I'm coordinating the activities as chairman. And I greet all the members of World Malayali Council who may be viewing this program. I did some of my courses in Annamalai, and also I did my medical graduation in South India and post-graduation in East India, and I was in Switzerland for my fellowship. And then I worked in Qatar as well as South India, and I'm in this country for last 4 or 5 years in the England part of United Kingdom. So an overview of the online teaching techniques and practices. Online courses have become an increasingly popular way for students and employees to advance their education or professional development. Teaching an online course requires different methods from the traditional classrooms. So it is important that teachers adapt or develop their skills to the online teaching environment to make their materials effective and engaging for learners. So from the traditional methods, online methods are a bit different. So the teachers has to acquaint. Here we are going to talk about the strategies to improve our online teaching techniques or methods. We have to train ourselves and adopt certain strategies which are beneficial for online teaching. These strategies and techniques. So first, engage with your learners online. Online teachers need to be engaging and supporting students right from the start and for the duration of the course to maintain an effective learning community. Engage with your learning community through online posts, forums, or social media. When people see teachers putting time into discussions and engagement, they'll be more encouraged to participate themselves. So it's not just taking classes, but second, create a supportive learning environment. At the start of your online courses, get the ball rolling with a personal introduction post and encourage participants to contribute their own short bio or introduction to the group. Create an open forum or discussion board where learners can post to request help and assistance from each other, developing peer-to-peer support. So it's not a one-way teaching. There are multimodal discussions. 3. Use a mix of learning tools for better engagement. The best online teachers use a combination of both synchronous and asynchronous activities, creating a blend of traditional online teaching styles with newer, more collaborative audio and visual tools. Working with a mix of activities make the content more interesting and exciting, increasing student engagement with both the teacher and other learners. So audio-visual tools are very important, and we can use traditional tools also. So in summary, there are video classrooms, virtual classrooms, online discussions. It can be self-paced. It can be interactive e-lessons. It can be instructor-led. It can be electronic stimulations or mobile learning. So there are different modalities of online teaching, and there are multiple methods during one type of online teaching to contact each other, and it can be self-paced. And 4, provide ongoing feedback. The feedback should be continuous during the e-learning process, with constructive feedback offered as soon as possible so that the students can clearly identify which behaviors or skills need to be improved. You can encourage group feedback through collaborative exercises, which also helps to promote peer engagement. So there are certain skills that need to be improved. So the trainer can focus upon that particular skill through feedback and other means. So it's a continuous process. 5, make e-learning content mobile. Mobile learning holds key advantages to learners, allowing them to access up-to-date course material and relevant content anywhere, anytime. With bite-sized piece of information available to be digested quickly and easily, learners can work through course materials at their own pace. Make sure your e-learning content can be easily accessed via smartphones, laptops, iPods to maximize your teaching methods. This point is very important that we have to maximize. So it has to be approachable through smartphones or laptops or iPods. Ways to enhance the learning process in online education. So there are multiple ways to enhance the process of learning. How to enhance the learning process? One, effective approach. This means the learning process becomes better if fewer expenses and less time is involved. This approach should be directed to every aspect of online education: curriculum, theory, practice, teaching, administration, technology, and institutional culture, leaving a positive impact on the overall method of learning. So, effectiveness and less expense, that is our methodology. So in every aspect, we have to see that it is effective. Two, use of videos. Engaging sensory experience. Learners would be able to hear and see the various concepts that are being taught and will process them in a similar way during everyday interactions. So the concepts are more clear by seeing the videos and hearing the sounds so that they can relate it to everyday interaction. So that's the advantage of, one of the advantages of using videos. They are engaged in sensory experience, visual as well as auditory. Two, use of videos. Go to resource. The videos are one of the amazing go to resource that can be viewed anytime and from anywhere. If students have access to the internet, then they can watch and learn from a multitude of devices such as smartphones, tablets, and laptops. C, improves digital proficiency. When students adopt videos for online learning, they increase their digital competency. And this is undoubtedly one of the most important skill sets of 21st century. So we have to improve upon our digital proficiency, and the most important advantage is we can learn it from anywhere. So the learning pyramid, as you can see, lecture is just 5%, then reading, audiovisual, demonstration, discussion, practice doing, and teaching others. So that is the maximum experience. So audiovisual demonstration, discussion, practice doing, and teaching others gives you more learning than just attending to a lecture or reading or things like that. So practicing. And third, embrace the power of communication. In this era of networking, the courses should tap into the potential of communication through social media channels, emails, student chat groups, and more, giving students a medium to interact with their co-learners and teachers too. The engagement of students improves as they are able to discuss about topics relevant to the course, raise doubts, and even compare the scores that they have acquired. So this is very important, engaging them through multiple channels like emails and groups. And so, four, implement virtual reality. On an average, the brain is capable of remembering 10% of what students read and 20% of what they hear, and about 90% of what is being done or simulated. Some of the common ways by which virtual reality can be included in online teaching are given in the next slide. Virtual reality is very important. That makes the brain capable of remembering because it's simulated, or it is similar to. And four, implement virtual reality. A, special education. For those students who are physically disabled, virtual reality can act as a boon in disguise. Content creation. This technology can be adapted to any theme or subject, assuring endless possibilities. Field trips. When virtual reality students get to at places, they are physically inaccessible or distant, providing a sense of presence to them. So places where it is inaccessible, they can go through virtual reality. It's also useful for special students. and various contents can be created for virtual reality classes. 5. Flexible lesson plans. Now, when learning online, students do have the convenience of studying at their own pace, but chances are the lesson plan might still be conventional. Instead of sticking to the old school rules, courses need to explore flexible lesson plans created according to the specific needs of the student. So the student can choose the lesson plans according to his pace and time. That is how the learning online classes are planned. So it is more convenient. 6. A team of competent and skilled teachers. The e-learning system should always be backed by a team of competent and skilled teachers who create courses according to the requirement of the students. Such a course essentially comprises of disciplined schedule, well-thought curriculum, and associated elements that would make the learning process easy. So partly it depends upon the teachers who make the courses, and that has to be well thought about, and it should be according to the requirements of the students. 7. Result-oriented assessments. The result-oriented assessments basically analyzes the fields where students were not able to score and then provide simple step-by-step learning programs followed by tests to help them to do better. So for online classes, we can conduct result-oriented assessments and then give specific training for places where the student is weak instead of repeating the same course. So this is an advantage. So a kind of artificial intelligence has to be utilized. So according to Bloom's taxonomy, knowledge, comprehension, application, and the fourth one is analysis, synthesis, or evaluation. Knowledge, comprehension, application, and analysis, synthesis. So online assessment methods can be multiple choice, true, false, matching, fill in the blank, short answer, flashcards, games, quizzes, simulations, animations, and tutorials, and essay, project, portfolio simulation, presentation, paper, virtual labs, case studies, games. So there are multiple methods of assessing online. 8. Sufficient funds to translate methods into action. The sense of the state-of-the-art e-learning system is not only based on the modules, but the amount of money that you are willing to spend on making it worthwhile. Every innovative approach comes with a price. And for these loanable funds, it can be a great option to translate methods into action. So funds are very important. As you know, without funds, nothing works. So for every innovation, some money is required. And so it has to be planned. Obstacles and practices for effective online teaching. There are certain obstacles and there are certain practices that can enable one to overcome these obstacles and to make it effective. So we have to know about these to become a better online teacher. One, traditional teachers now have to learn new ways of approaching their teaching methodologies and also learn new practices in order to be successful at what they do. So this is one thing. So now the traditional teachers have to relearn whatever they learned and adopt new practices. So this has to be done by each and every teacher, and they have to purposefully learn the modern online techniques to be effective in their teaching. 2. You must acquire new skills. In order to improve your teaching performance and successfully adapt to e-learning, you should decide to attend some courses and web seminars. Learning how to use new online tools and software can significantly increase your productivity and where you evaluate your students. So the teachers has to attend some courses and web seminars to make themselves improve upon online teaching skills. And also the tools which they learn or the software which they learn makes them capable of evaluating your their students. Online education, new mindset and teaching methods. So as I told you before, the mindset has to be new, and method are also slightly different than conventional. There are multiple modalities of communicating with the students and conveying the information in online teaching. One, no more bossy attitudes. In the online environment, students have a choice. They can attend your online courses or choose an alternative. If you want to keep them by your side and earn a living, you better respect them. Okay, so this is most important. You have to get the respect of the students by respecting them, and you have to make the topic interesting to them. Otherwise, they have other modalities through which they can learn. So they have a choice. So this is different. So teacher-centered approach is there, that is direct instruction, formal authority, expert, and personal model. Student-centered approach is there, that is inquiry-based learning, facilitator, personal model, delegator. Then cooperative learning is there, where there is facilitator and delegator. So it has to be a middle path. It cannot be teacher-centered, it cannot be fully student-centered, it has to be kind of middle path, where students are involved in their own learning and teacher helps them. Two, leave the ego out of equation. If you want to do this job right, you need to be emotionally stable. You need to be confident and secure on your actions. And you won't see children's smiles or appreciation quite often. And that shouldn't stop you from continuing to do your job. As you know, for the online classes, the students may not be smiling directly at you, or they may not be responding as it is done in the traditional manner. But that should not be our criteria. Be available. That is, students appreciate an online educator that is available for most of the time they need him. Sometimes they may need some help with some task you gave them, and sometimes they just need someone to talk to. So you have to be available to clarify their doubts even after the class through various media, maybe WhatsApp group or email or other means. That is how you get the confidence of the students and make them learn more. In the troubled times, learners need your presence. Yes, there is a professor on the other side of the screen. So presence means it can be social, it can be teaching, it can be cognitive. Teaching presence describes the design, facilitation, and direction of the cognitive and social processes for the purpose of realizing personally meaningful and educationally worthwhile learning outcomes. Social means by projecting social presence, you invite learners to engage purposefully and achieve meaningful interactions, establish and maintain relationships in the online learning environments. Cognitive, by projecting cognitive presence, you invite learners to construct and confirm meanings through sustained reflection and discourse. 4. Give constant feedback. This is critical if you want to exceed in online teaching. Your feedback should be continuous during the e-learning process. Most of the time, students crave for appreciation and recognition. So you have to improve. You have to keep in mind that the students crave for appreciation and recognition, and you have to give them as they deserve it. And it has to be continuous through feedback. It is not a one-time teaching. And fifth one, get to know each of your students. You need to be aware that some cultures value things differently, see certain actions differently, and overall perceive the world differently. If you want to be efficient for all of your students, no matter their nationality or culture, you must speak to each of them in private. Get to know them and understand their biggest problems and concerns, and try to offer them a solution. So, personal consultation with students is very important to know about themselves. Focus on solutions, not the problems. Yes, there are multiple problems in life as well as in teaching. But if you focus on problems, we'll be like being in the midst of ocean without moving to anywhere. So we have to focus on solutions. The first tip is to be well aware of the possible solutions to all the potential pitfalls of an online session. One pitfall can be online platforms may hinder an online session. You know, there are different online platforms. There are many technical loopholes. It may be internet connection, it may be software failure, it may be hardware failure, it may be the background, lighting system, environment, noise level, or it may be the time. Two, anticipated problems of the online teaching may vary depending on the age of your learners. Teenagers are usually at the advanced stage of using the technology. While going online, teachers must keep them busy by engaging them through an interactive lesson plan, which does not have gaps. So if there are gaps, especially when you teach teenagers, then they may go out of the way. So you have to engage them through an interactive lesson plan so that, and they are well versed with technology, so they have no problem in being interactive. Three, the quality of an online session depends on the number of attendees. Taking a big class of 20 in a formal setting of a traditional classroom can never be a success in a virtual class because you can neither give them individual attention nor solve their individual classroom problems. If the students are assessed on subjective type, lengthy questions, it will not work out because the students can cheat behind the computer screens. So it has to be objective ones, not subjective. And teaching many students at a time is a challenge in the virtual media. One of the key elements is self-awareness. That is awareness about oneself. The teacher should be aware about his own personality and methodologies and should be ready to modify them if required. When you have plunged into the online teaching or learning pool, you must come out of it with a new version of yourself, a refined version of the previous one. When you have so much in your customized online application store, you can pick up something that conforms to your teaching objectives and in turn makes you feel empowered. So this is something which empower you, but you have to choose what is best for you. And you have to make yourself, as it says, a refined version of previous one. That is you. What affects the quality and performance of online courses? So online courses can be affected in their quality and also performance because of various reasons. And we have to know what are these factors in order to take steps to prevent them. One, course title. The course title must clearly pass the comprehension of actual content. Two, course introduction. A proper course introduction can ensure that the only competent learners are enrolled in a particular course. So title has to carry what is being taught. And also the introduction will invite the particular group of students who really need that course. So it has to be lucid and descriptive so that the correct students can be taught. So there has to be an introduction. This is an online web page um, and the course description, the learning outcomes. So headings, subheadings, all are described so that the students can visit the website and know what is obtained. And they can choose the course according to their need. and also capability and qualification. What affects the quality and performance of online courses? 3. Courses walkthrough. When creating online courses for selling, it's imperative to offer a purview of the course. It is like testing a product before buying it. 4. Learning analytics. A proper analytics to the grounds like lessons completed, assignments tests completed, mark score, etc. will let you track the teaching and learning progress more efficiently. So it has to have some tools where we can analyze how the student progresses through various tests and assignments, and it has to give a preview of the course. And the 5, course structure and style. The course structure must keep a continuous flow of information being imparted. Start a new lesson only after ensuring that the learners are well equipped with the pre-required knowledge for upcoming topic. 6, communication with the trainer. E-learning platforms should offer alternative to conduct two-way communication between the two parties. For example, social media sites, online chat, direct messaging, discussion forums, etc. So communication has to be there between the parties, and also start this. 7, cross-platform responsiveness. Contemporary learners utilize their smartphones to access almost everything on the internet. Online courses not designed to fit on the small screens can lose a huge traction that comes through the smartphones. 8, use a good authoring tool featuring features to design, edit, and share online courses on different platforms, and abilities to create courses in different formats like text, video, and audio. So it has to be in different formats, and it has to be obtained in all different platforms, then only it will be accessible to all the customers. 9, use project collaboration. A team that consists of professionals like subject matter experts, Photoshop designers, animators, typists, website administrators, video editors, and many more collaborate together to design a worthy course material. 10, utilize micro modules. Micro modules can transform information 17% more efficient than the traditional methods. To utilize e-learning at its best, make use of micro modules and avoid creating huge topics in a single segment. So this is very important. Small topics, one after another. So the 11, explain the course objective and outcome. It's always wise to include an objective and outcome session at the beginning of the module. 12, ensure easy course navigation. Make sure to offer different shortcuts and indexes to let learners navigate from one page to another without any hassle. So as I told previously, explaining objectives and outcome is very important, and different indexes has to be kept so that they can navigate between different pages in online teaching website. 13, utilize push notifications. Push notifications have emerged as highly effective marketing tools in the present scenarios. They allow the websites and apps publishers to reach their prospects without knowing their contact addresses. For example, you can send push notifications about new courses or chapters published on the website, discounts, and offers on the courses, etc. So in the website, you can make push notifications to notify the customers or your prospective students. So what we learned till now: behavioral expectations are there, be available, group work, make it fun, cognitive rigor, various types of content, no lectures, ongoing feedback, works on relationship, engaging activities, show your personality, online conferences, clearly written assignments, multiple resources, teach study skills, hold online discussions, facilitate autonomy, familiarize with the topic. So there are different teaching strategies for remote learning that we have to remember. There are many online teaching platforms available, some of which are very famous and most of which are free. So I'm going to discuss on the online teaching platforms. some of the platforms have certain advantages over the others, and some others have some other advantages over the others. So these platforms enable us to teach multiple students throughout the world, and also communicate with them at the same time. It can be through laptop or mobile phone or other means. Online teaching is increasingly becoming an option of income for an increasing number of people worldwide because it has some great advantages over traditional teaching in terms of flexibility in working hours, opportunity to reach more students, easy communication tools, and reusable online materials. Flexibility is one of the main advantages, and there are many tools available, and it can cater to a worldwide audience or the students. In the following slides, I am enumerating some of the most popular online teaching platforms that make teaching more accessible and easier than ever. So these online teaching platforms makes things more accessible and easier. And these are some of the famous ones. One is openlearning.com. You can create your course content and teach it through this easy to use platform. Social engagement among learners is highly emphasized, and their motto is experience online teaching the social way. You can teach anything from pastry making to quantum physics. So the social media is utilized in this platform, and you can create your own teaching and course content, and it is very easy to use. The other one is helphub.com. This is an online tutoring website. It instantly connects tutors and students over online messaging and tutoring calls. It's also possible to have group tutoring sessions. It looks like a casual way of teaching and learning. Users post their questions and receive an answer from the tutors. What makes it interesting is that you see the tutors who are online and start chatting with them instantly. So instead of being a particular course, the students can post questions and then they can chat with the tutors who are available online. Teachable.com. Teachable is a platform where you can create and sell online courses. It helps you create your courses materials using different media, customize and brand your course, example logo, color, style, etc., and launch it. The rest is taken care by the platform, which also gives you some data such as learner analytics and course revenue. So this is a place where you can even sell your courses and brand your courses. And the learner analytics are available. You can customize it according to your own requirements. Eliademy.com. Eliademy serves as an online course marketplace in subjects from languages to technology. It has an LMS-like learning environment with all features such as tasks and quizzes, discussions, grading, and learner analytics. See, here you can get quizzes, grading, analytics. It can be of varying subjects, so varying courses are available in this website. Learnerworlds.com. What makes this one interesting is that it offers you an interactive video tool, ebook creator, and an opportunity of networking for learners. It also makes use of gamification to better motivate them. Once the course is set up, course owners can also personalize the domain. See, the course owners can make their own domain. That's one advantage. You can create ebooks, you can make videos, network. So there are so many things that are available in this Coursecraft.net. This is a little bit different than others in the sense that it turns blogs into e-courses. It's almost completely text and image based. It might be an alternative to traditional online courses for those who consider offering non-academic courses, perhaps. It's mainly for non-academic, but it's basically text and image based. So it's turning blogs into e-courses. That's the main thing. So those who are bloggers can approach this website and convert it into e-courses. Thinkific.com. Thinkific is a very easy to use online course platform. You can bring all your content together and quizzes and surveys, issue certificates of completion, track learner progress, and integrate third-party tools through Zapier. One of the best things about Thinkific is their continued product development. They collect feedback from users and improve the platform, adding new features all the time. So this is a platform where new features are added. They collect data, and then you can issue certificates and add quizzes. This is one of the specialty of this website. Openlearning.com. You can create your course content and teach it through this easy to use platform. Social engagement among learners is highly emphasized, and their motto is experience online teaching the social way. I think this was discussed. Vedantu.com. Vedantu is an online tutoring website founded in India. It seems to be used mainly in that region, but it is potentially a platform where anybody can teach anything through live video conferences with a whiteboard for visual aid. The popular topics are mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, English, Hindi, Sanskrit, French, German, social studies, and computer science. So these are mainly academic topics, and it's mainly practiced in India, but it can be utilized anywhere else. There are various conferences. And then bibo.com.ph. This one is only for teaching English online. It seems quite appealing to those who might consider working from home and earn extra income. It's a Japanese established online English tutorial service based in the Philippines, which aims to connect learners and teachers from different parts of the world. So this is solely for teaching English. It's a Japanese established online English tutorial course. It connects from Philippines and teachers in different parts of the world. And then Podia.com. Podia is a relatively new platform among others, and it looks quite beautiful by design. You can handle your courses, digital downloads, customers, email subscribers, payments, and data in one place, which is exactly what an online course creator would need. What makes it a bit different from others is that you can create downloads to either sell or give away as lead magnets. This would help you grow an audience more easily and acquire new customers for your online courses. So this is a platform where you can acquire new customers. It's a bit different. People can download and make payments. Free web video conferencing and screen share applications of 2021. There are very many web video conferencing softwares available. I'm enumerating only the important ones. If I enumerate them all, it will go beyond the scope of this lecture. So most of it are free, but some element of which may be paid. Conference call providers have the technology to support large conference calling sessions with thousands of participants. With that technology, conference call providers offer businesses hassle-free conference calling and collaboration. In turn, businesses can save money on travel costs and increases productivity. They also offer various value-added features that make outsourcing conferencing services a cost-effective solution for business. So one of the things that the travel cost can be avoided, so it increases the productivity. It can be catered to thousands of participants. So one is Zoom. Zoom has a free plan and a paid one. The paid plan is actually cheaper than GoToMeeting. Zoom's free plan only offers 40 minutes of conferencing. It also limits the number of call participants to 3 people. With an upgraded plan, business can have as many users as it wants, unlimited meetings, and video conferencing that includes many more features. Some of the advanced features include active speaker view, dual stream for dual screens, and full screen views. Participants can even call in to join the conference. So dual screens are available. The web conferencing feature also includes an MP for recording of the meetings, a personal meeting ID, application, or desktop specific sharing, private and group chat, and a virtual whiteboard. Zoom is also includes a mouse and keyboard sharing free of charge. It is also possible to share the screen of an iPhone or iPad app. To download to Zoom is only allows meetings up to 40 minutes in length. That's the downside of the Zoom. However, users can hold an unlimited number of meetings. It's not limited to any particular time or duration. Skype, second one. Most people have heard Skype. Skype has a free web conferencing solution that is also worth using. Even though this feature is not widely known, Skype does allow screen sharing. What makes this feature even better is the fact that it's free. Skype is not as flexible as open as other applications that do not force participants to download any software. Anyone who wants to use Skype has to sign up. Users need to create a Skype name and download the program. In order to use the conferencing features, conference participants must be added to the contact list. So the participants has to be added to the contact list. Skype for Business is possible. However, this feature has different applications and it requires a Microsoft 365, formerly Office 365 subscription. So Skype for Business may not be a good option for small teams looking to upgrade their service to a paid option. Skype allows users to host video and audio conferences that can host up to 25 participants. The number in participants is higher than most other solutions. Skype can also support desktop OS, Android, and iOS phones or applications to allow on-the-go conferencing. 3. Microsoft Teams. This is for video conferencing. It can be downloaded from Microsoft.com, but English GB bar Microsoft Teams video conferencing. Meet, collaborate, and work securely from anywhere with Microsoft. This Teams 60 minutes meetings for up to 100 participants. Stay connected with colleagues and customers with immersive online meetings for a limited time. Meet up to 24 hours with up to 300 people. Seamless, consistent experience from anywhere. Host or join a meeting from anywhere or any browser or with the Teams app on a PC, Mac, Linux, or mobile device. So it can be approached from so many different devices and platforms and softwares. And it is consistent experience and 300 people can participate. 4. Starleaf, scheduled or spontaneous video meetings or any platform or meetings. Meet up with 100 participants or use live streaming to reach 3,000 viewers. Capture the meeting audio, video, and content sharing with recording option. See instantly who is available offline or in a call with enhanced presence. Jump straight from a chat into a voice or video call or meeting. So it has got more options. It can be chat, it can be video call, it can be voice call, content sharing, recording, 3,000 viewers in a live streaming for a Starleaf. Chat and share files while you are meeting. Built for enterprise. Keep your users and data safe with ISO or IEC 27001 certification. Get our industry leading 99.999% uptime guarantee. Stay proactive with initiatively simple enterprise management tools. So this is one which many enterprises are using because it's safe. The data is safe and it has got certification and guarantee. 5. Cisco Webex, hosted on and developed by networking giant Cisco. Webex is high on many of the lists that rank the best web conference software It's one of the first conference solutions, but Cisco created a product that pretty effective. Like most other web conferencing systems, there's a free version of Webex. Webex free version limits the number of conference participants to 3. Users can share their screens. Webex is one of the best that is available, and it has many features. It has a free version as well. Anyone who uses Cisco Spark will appreciate the fact that the platform can be integrated with Webex. Webex is an ideal choice for large enterprises and small enterprises that are concerned with security. If there is anything Cisco knows, it is security. Spark has an insane level of encryption. It's important to note that Webex's best features are limited by applications paywall. So the best features you have to pay. For the best features you have to pay, but it is very, very safe. That is why many enterprises choose Webex. 6. Google Hangouts. Google has several solutions and applications like Google Voice. Google has so many applications that keeping up with everything they offer can be hard. Google Voice and Hangouts have similar functions. However, Google Hangout is able to do more than place phone calls. Like other Google applications, Hangout can be free to use. This is by Google, the famous searching software, and it's good and it's free. There's a Google Voice service also available. This platform allows users to receive and send instant messages, receive and send SMS messages, and video chats. Google Hangouts also hosts VoIP calls. Many people overlook the fact that Google Hangouts gives users the ability to use screen sharing feature. So Google Hangout also has the screen sharing feature. It can send SMSs, instant messages, and host VoIP calls. GoToMeeting. This is one of a few highly popular web conferencing services that people recognize by name. Even when using free plan, this platform provides one of the easiest methods to host conference calls. GoToMeeting also has screen sharing capabilities. The one-click meeting solution makes it easy for beginners to figure out the software. Anyone who uses GoToMeeting can also start meeting using the application. Meetings can also be initiated using Microsoft Office programs, chat, links, and email. So there are many options. It is a very famous one. Join Me. This conference software was developed by the team that created the Logmail suite of tools for collaboration. Join Me is easy to use even for beginners, and its one-click functionality seems to be motivation behind the tools. Join Me expands the one-click functionality beyond basic inter-office communications. It adds a layer that extends conferences to prospects, clients, and customers. So through which we can contact the clients and customers, and it has many features. So ease of use is the one thing that is very special. Online tutorial. Conference call providers usually offer free public access tutorials on their website. So you can investigate how their service works before you try. Moderator controls. The conference moderator can access an online control panel that lists participants. You can mute, expel, or invite people with a click. So these are the advantages of online video conferencing. Say the moderator can control, and then you can give access to tutorials through a website before they try. Star comments. Conference call providers assign star comment, that is something like a 69 asterisk with a traditional phone, for functions like muting, locking the conference, or raising a hand. 24/7 support. Exceptionally important. Pick a conference call provider that will always be there when you need them. You shouldn't have to postpone your meeting because of technical difficulties with the conference call provider system. So they give 24/7 support, and there are many options or provisions like raising the hand. Ease of use. Operator assistance. An operator will facilitate your meeting and make sure everything goes smoothly. The operator schedules the meeting, greets each attendee, handles the question and answer session, and makes your meeting generally worry-free. You may need to pay extra for this service. So this is the advantage of operator assistant, but probably you have to pay a bit more. So one thing is that the operator will make sure that everything goes smoothly. What web conferencing can do? One, webinars. Conduct a seminar over the web. A presenter conducts a workshop or seminar from his office. The seminar attendees can listen to and view the presentation from their own office or homes. They can participate in polls and question answer sessions too. File, screen, and application sharing. Attendees gain access to files and use applications shared by the moderator. Attendees can also see what the presenter is looking at and doing during his presentation. So there are many options in the video conference. You can share files and applications. Slideshow presentations. All conference attendees can view the slideshows while the presenter discusses and explains it. Video streaming. The moderator or the presenter can show or share a video or other media file from his computer to everywhere else. So it's not just taking a class, it's sharing many files and folders and many software pages. So these are all advantages. Text chat. Even when attendees are muted, they can chat questions for the moderator or comments and questions to other participants. Whiteboard, a virtual or real whiteboard, allows for public comments, quick diagrams, and instant explanations. So you can chat by text, ask questions, and there is a whiteboard provision that is available where you can make public comments or even make diagrams and you can explain things. Benefits of web conferencing. Again, save on travel costs. Attendees can listen, view, and participate in the meeting without actually being physically present. No need to fly in, fly out, book hotels, or worry about expense accounts. Save on time. Get several team members together to work on a project no matter where they are. Spread information. Virtual meetings and classrooms mean that you can educate more people about your product or service. So virtual classes, you can educate more and save time and save money, avoid unnecessary travel. So there are many advantages and benefits. Savings. Team members don't even have to leave their offices to attend the meetings. Save travel times, travel costs, and keep the face-to-face contact. Personal contact. Do we need to elaborate? Put a face on the voice because you can see your colleagues. Your relationship and collaboration with them will be better. So it is not just talking. So you can see them online and talk to them, communicate to them. So there are many advantages of using video conferencing. Demonstration ready. Video conferencing works best when you have something to show. Try a live presentation or show how your products work. Seminars. Hold an enhanced conference call where the users can actually see you. Professors can teach from across the pond. Multiple offices can meet. Teach your colleagues in the US and Japan at the same time. With a video conference call, there's not much limit to what you can do. Yes, so the seminars can be global and you have the convenience of your own office and you can demonstrate things. There are certain disadvantages. Setup time. Designing and setting up a video conference may take time and specialized personnel. It depends on how big the requirements are. Company-wide video conference systems for big companies may take a longer time to set up. Small businesses have little use for expensive video conferencing equipment. May find it easy and quick to set up a video conference with a webcam. Equipment required. Video conferencing requires a camera such as a video camera or a webcam and an audio input and out such as headset, phone, or microphone and speakers. These are nowadays simple things that are available in each and every computer, and so it is not a difficult thing. Disadvantages of using video conferencing. Eye contact. Eye contact is always important when speaking to an audience to express sincerity and establish connection. Video conferencing can make eye contact more difficult to establish because you have to balance your time between looking at the screen to see what you are doing and make sure you don't have something embarrassing in your teeth and looking at the camera to make eye contact. So There has to be a balance. So this is a bit disadvantage, but considering many great advantages, it's not a big problem. Looking appropriate. One of the main advantages of conference calling is that you can attend a meeting in your pajamas or board shorts. During a video conference, you may have to dress up, look a little more presentable. So these are minor disadvantages, but considering, as I told you, considering the advantages, these are subtle. And so, but we need to keep in mind that there are certain disadvantages as well. Perhaps you have never thought of teaching online before, but I assure you that you will be amazed once you discover the world of online teaching and the opportunities it offers. You may be the one who has never taught online, but once you start using it, you will find that it's totally a different world and it's very amazing, and there are great opportunities. So please jump into this arena. Thank you. So thank you very much, all my students, for your patient listening. If you have any queries,